Hey, what's going on, guys? NG here, and today I want to talk about something a little bit different, a little bit. This might be seen as a little bit weird by some people, but I want to talk about TMNT and could we see another TMNT game on Netflix games? Now, I know what a lot of people are probably thinking, but NG, we already have Shredder's Revenge on Netflix games. What other TMNT game could there be? Well, guys, I'm not sure if you know this, but there was a collection fairly recently. So, guys, that collection is a collection of retro Ninja Turtles games, including the arcade game and many of the games on the NES, Super Nintendo, Game Boy, etc. So, could we see that game, which is known as the TMNT Cowabunga collection, on Netflix games? Well, let's talk about it and let's discuss, obviously, the possibility of it and what some of the restrictions might be, and whether or not these games could actually run on such a service. So, first of all, let's talk about what these games are originally based on. These are obviously arcade and console ports from around the 80s and late 80s, early 90s. So they should easily be able to run on platforms like a mobile phone, because obviously our modern mobile phones are a lot more powerful than obviously the systems these were originally designed for. So running them natively would actually not be a problem. But when it comes to actual, like, playing the games, over the cloud, that should definitely not be a problem, because obviously Netflix's cloud servers are a lot more powerful than what these systems were obviously designed for. Because I remember the original Nintendo consoles that these were made for, as well as the original arcade versions, aren't that graphically intense anymore compared to what they were back in the day. Likewise as well, Netflix has obviously tons of different stuff that they could easily do to make these games available via the cloud. Now, what they will, whether or not they could get this game on Netflix games, obviously does depend on licensing, and they would have to work with Konami on that. And obviously, we know they've worked with Konami for a Castlevania anime series, and I know they've got a follow-up coming soon. But I don't think, at least from what I understand, and I haven't seen any announcement of any Konami games coming to Netflix games. So that might be a little bit of something that they'll need to negotiate, because obviously, if there's no confirmation of any Konami games on Netflix games, doesn't look like Konami's going to bring games over. Now, would I like to see these games brought over? Yeah, of course I would, because obviously not only is it game preservation, but it's also exposing to a large audience of people who may have never been able to check out these games, or who may not be that big a fan of Ninja Turtles but enjoy the games. And there's quite a lot they could do with such an idea, but that all depends on what Netflix wants to do and whether they can get Konami to give them the licensing. Obviously, they can't just add games willy-nilly. They have to obviously get the licensing to games, or they have to obviously make them themselves. And for those that know, Netflix doesn't have that massive library of games. Currently on their service, I believe they have like 74 games, 75 games, something along those lines. So hopefully Netflix does find a way to bring these games over, because obviously the more games the merrier. But obviously as of now, and there's no plans, I don't think, to bring the the Cowabunga collection over. Although I would love to see it be brought over, because obviously, it's just more Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtle games are fun. They're all beat 'em ups. To me, it'd just be a nice little inclusion. But what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments down below. Do you think we'll see the Cowabunga collection on Netflix games? Let me know in the comments down below. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe, like, share, turn on notifications. I'm trying to hit 400 subscribers by the end of the year, so please, guys, any help is greatly appreciated. And until next time, I've been NG, and I'm signing out. Peace.